Map 240 is completely conquered by the Alliance Big. This enlarged minimap shows the map after the first attack of the Alliance PREUSSEN on Friday evening at 6 p.m. The blue bases are home bases of PREUSSEN players who move to this map for the purpose of this attack on Big. Of course, only players who have no other bases can do that. The blue base at the crosshair pointer is the first captured base. Unfortunately, I can't show the capture of this first conquered base in the video because I came too late. The player von Armin kindly stepped in and then recorded for me from the second base on. The first base had a medium number of defense towers level 2, so it wasn't too much of a challenge for the 12 Horten bombers attacking that base. With the last shot, the player Enrico got an APC and thus captured the base. However, this is also shown by the quantity structure. 13 home bases plus 12 Horten bombers of players whose home bases are on other maps means 25 simultaneously active players. The new base is immediately developed very well. Without hesitation, the neighboring base is attacked. This is of the same caliber. I still can't understand why players spend gold on jammers but then save on upgrading the defense towers. That was exactly the decision criterion for this map. Here PREUSSEN found enough bases which were developed only moderately. This made this map an ideal target. The strong PREUSSEN players can each bring only one group to this new map, because they have no base here. Only the low-scoring players have a higher group limit due to their relocated home base. But their resources are naturally very limited, since these are mostly players who use little or no gold. After all, there are reasons why they don't have a base and could therefore move. Now, of course, the question arises, why Big again? What does PREUSSEN have against Big? The answer is simple: nothing. On the contrary, PREUSSEN appreciates and respects its opponent. Big is an active alliance and is one of the two largest alliances in Desert Order. That is exactly why it is the target of the attack. This is better understood by reviewing PREUSSEN's last few weeks. In PREUSSEN, some players have become inactive. This happens again and again, but it leads to the fact that suddenly previously completed conquered maps have to be completed again. These are boring compulsory battles without any challenge. It has to be, but game fun goes differently. The PREUSSEN players therefore demanded more action and excitement in the game. Hence the raid on Big, since massive resistance was expected here. PREUSSEN does not want to massacre helpless beginners on new maps. One wants to compete with the strongest alliances of this game. The surprise initially is an advantage for PREUSSEN. The second base can also be taken without the opponent being able to defend himself. Nevertheless, an enemy home base at the bottom of the map shows that PREUSSEN must reckon with the fact that Big is already forming up to fight back. And then the first wave of defenders already arrives. 9 groups of IL-2 plus 2 groups of breeders attack the freshly captured base. Of course, PREUSSEN had hoped to profit longer from the surprise advantage. fully prepared for attack, the air defense consisted of a single group of M16s. This is naturally without a chance against 9 groups of IL-2. And the Braders fire on the defense towers, which are only level 2. Upgrading to level 3 is impossible with enemy troops near the base. The freshly conquered base is lost again immediately. However, a group of helicopters then helps to defuse the situation a bit for the time being. The highway is not far away, so supplies from other maps can be brought in quickly. Unfortunately, only one group per player. Blocking the apron of the base with Braders is hopeless in view of the many IL-2 planes. Suddenly, we have a situation where it is difficult for either side to get an APC into this empty base. The Northern Highway as an important supply route has also been recognized by BIC, and they bring their various groups to block the PREUSSEN supplies. From this point on, I follow the game personally. My home base lands very close to the attack target, so I immediately try to bring an APC to the captured base. It goes in a slalom between the enemy bases. I manage to reach the already well-fortified first captured base with the APC. Skinks protect there as additional air defense. Ignoring the fire of these Skinks and the base, the many IL-2 destroy my APC right in front of the base. I try a few more times after that, but by now the opponent knows where the APCs are coming from and intercept them on the way to the target. I can't get an APC through to the still empty base. BIC has realized that PREUSSEN had hardly any air defense and brings lots of planes. But 4 PREUSSEN players have transferred Skinks and FP6 to the map in the meantime. Thus, the apron of the base belongs to PREUSSEN again for the time being. 2 players send 1 APC each from different directions. WOPS 56 is a bit faster and takes the base. However, there must still be a hidden Horton near the base because, once again, the defense towers cannot be upgraded to level 3. Our home bases, which are spread around the entire map, at least offer quite good exploration of the perimeter, including the highways. So early on we see that BIC is once again sending many IL-2 across the Western Highway. By their sheer number, they can easily blow away our ground forces. Fortunately, with accelerations, WOPS 56 has now been able to complete 11 defense towers. These at least tear gaps in the enemy IL-2 groups. Now begins a phase with a lot of skirmishing. BIC tries to cut off PREUSSEN's supply via the highways. PREUSSEN tries to secure the highways itself and keep the field clear around the 2 captured bases. 2 bases are a start. But will that be enough to continue conquering against one of the leading alliances on the terrain? Or will BIC sweep PREUSSEN off the map again, using their own high group limits and the supply of 60 already completely conquered maps? This and more can be seen in the future parts of this new series.